What is going on, guys? I'm back on the mic today from Spectral Sound, and I'm continuing this freaking project on a live stream. This is my 1,000 subscriber live stream video series thing where I am making dubstep, where I am making the dubsteps. Let me share this link on Facebook real quick and post. Alright, I was actually prepared. I had it ready. I just had to hit post, so now people should know. Awesome. And so, here we are. What's up, guys? Alright, so I did about everything I could at this time, except for rendering out all this, because all of this is still, I'm still kind of working on it. Except for rendering all this out, I've done basically everything I can to minimize underruns, and I played it before streaming, and there was 0 underruns. It played perfectly. I mean, there was still a lot of, the CPU, it was still way up in the 90s, but there wasn't any underruns. It worked out fine. So that'll probably change once I play it because I'm streaming now. So what's going to happen, I have this track right here. I just recorded it out so you can hear it, but I'm going to see how many underruns there is just playing what I got so far. It's probably going to be loud, so just be prepared. Playing in 3, 2, 1. And from there, it's just the drums. That played a lot better than it did before if you watch my other live streams. Doing this, I'm glad, I forget who gave me the tip, but to turn the time base down a bunch helped a lot. And I don't even know exactly what that does. It seems to play fine. It just helps a lot. Let's see. I like the way you make your basses. Thank you. Some experimental. I feel like it needs automation. Yeah, I'm going to try to just finish up the general basis of the drop and then do fine-tuning, because I'm just going to see, because the general idea is okay. It's just not too special yet. So first off, this sound right here, right here, I hate it. I don't want that in my life. I need to get rid of that. Where's that? Pretty sure that's it. Or, well, it just doesn't work well there. Like, it worked better here. It just doesn't work here. So I'm going to take that away and replace it with something different. So let's see. Let me just have a listen, because I know the last time I tried to put something different there, and that's what I came up with. So I'm just going to see if I have any other ideas, or if I want to just remake a growl bass. I might just remake a growl bass, because I'm feeling another growl there. I just don't want that one. So let's open up Serum and do a little bit more sound design. Actually, I might pull up that old thing and edit it, the one that I previewed on a previous stream, which was where I used a kick. It needs work. It's got it's a cool idea. It just needs like post-processing and stuff. Because I use just the kick. There is no... It's just kick attack number 8. And it's just looping back and forth. And I'm playing it really low and it gets a pretty gnarly sound. How do I make my sub bass? It's not the same every time. I don't really do have one sub bass that I use all the time. For this particular track, I'm using a massive, where here it is right here. I have just a sine wave, which is the main sub, playing down 24. I have a sine wave, which is down 12, so it's just 1 octave higher, but I brought it down. It's not up nearly as much as the fundamental there. And then that's actually all I use for this one. Normally I do more layering, but in this one I just decided to leave it pretty good. Like if you, I've been recommending recently doing sine waves, or not sine waves, doing sub basses in Citrus. Where's that? Because you can get a lot of, you have a lot of control over all the harmonics here in Citrus, and you can do the exact same thing in Serum, because Serum has the same, you know, this same little oscillator section, except like Serum just takes up more CPU, so why do the sub in Serum when the sub isn't very complicated of a sound to make, especially in Citrus. So first of all, lower this down like a lot. Here we are, sub bass. And then you can just add some harmonics, kind of like this, just in this general pattern. No, leave that all the way up. Just to get a really nice, heavy, and clean sub with those extra harmonics. It sounds a lot thicker than just like this. And there's still stuff playing. And you can, to make it sound a little bit different, you can mess with the phases of the other harmonics. I recommend leaving the sub at just like a 0 phase, just up like that, but you can change the phase to kind of change the timbre. However, you will, if you change the phases, you will always have that little click at the beginning. So you have to either do a really harsh low pass, or you have to turn up the attack. But I just tend to leave it like that. So you can make pretty good subs with Citrus there. There are other ways that I've done it before, such as adding like a ton of distortion and then low passing it and then having the sub under it. Like there's a bunch of different ways you can do it, but I decided to use a pretty simple one for this one. Let's see how I'm using Ableton. You can use Operator for your subs in Ableton. Like Operator does have that same kind of thing where you can edit the in Citrus that I just showed you. I'm not going to pull it back up again. Where you can add harmonics like that. Operator has the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, it does. Anyway, let's get to fixing up this growl. First of all, I'm just going to lay down the note. And I completely forget where it needed to be. What note should this play? I suppose that'll be fine for now. So let's just do a little one of these. See, I wanted a little less, like, it to be a little less high, so I can just edit these right here to kind of control that. Use analog those way easier on that. Use the pitch. Try changing the note of the oscillator number to a minus. It works a lot better for me. I can't tell if you're still talking about like the sub, or try changing the note for the oscillator number. What's up, man? I mean, I'll probably do like some kind of weird pitch thing with this. I don't like that effect. So what's this filter doing? That's a notch. I'm fine with doing that. Use a comb filter. I don't know, comb filter, I don't really want that metallic feel in this. I might put a Vocodex on this. This is just kind of an interesting hit. Doesn't sound like it's a good note though. Yeah, I'll just leave it there, and it's not mixed in, like it doesn't fit the rest of the basses very well, and that is what post-processing is going to do for it. Let's see. This is going to be a weird kick, growl, into 25. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Into 25. Wait. 25? No. Yeah, no, I don't want that. I want it to be... What did I just do? I want it to go into 42. What? What is going on? I'm so confused. Why is that in 37 now? I pressed something. Like something happened. Alright, now it needs to be mixed in. Vocal wubby growl. Put the filter and then the rest of the effect. The filter is just... Yeah, the filter is just a notch. It's not doing much stuff at all. The main actual vowel motion is coming from the EQ, which is before the compressor. It's a bitch to go up. Probably, I'm just getting the sound to mix in with the rest of everything else. So let it run through the basses. And then sometimes just putting on the multi-band compressor, if you're not going into it too hard, it can even it out pretty good. So if I just put, here's the EQ. We will make it louder afterward. harsher mids going into the compressor. And now let's do something like Sound Goodizer. Actually, Sound Goodizer actually helps it mix it in a lot better, in my opinion. Still needs EQing though, because Sound Goodizer can go crazy with the low ends. I might do a bit of chorus in Siri. Vocodex after the Sound Goodizer. I might use Vocodex. It's just matching, like, Vocodex makes things pretty squelchy, and I kind of like this gritty style growl. Like if I put this before the compressor, I don't know, it doesn't do too much. Yeah, the phaser is doing a lot of sculpting. Put that on a master for extra good, yes. Chorus, that's what I wanted. There's this weird delay, so I'm going to do one of these. Still doesn't really, that note's too high. Like, I don't know, man. It's a really low one. Hey, what's up, man? You better put 3 OTTs on the master or I'm unsubbing. What I might do is, here, let me just do a little bit of. I might do some weird, like, glitching action. I'm holding shift, by the way, while I'm doing that to make it step. Like, that's at 26. So if I go like this and go 26, there we go. And then delete these notes. Dang it, messed up. What was it? Was it Control? No, wasn't that Alt? Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta turn on trigger. Sorted. Layer the chords with some stereo saw waves. It'll make it a little bit bigger. The chords are stereo saw waves. I'm a complete beginner and have done a really basic melody progression. Any ideas on how to make the drop? It's different with every song, really. I guess just take the song. um, I guess there isn't really a key, like, there isn't a magical formula to making an awesome drop. It's really just kind of whatever matches the intro. You know, make your drop flow with your intro. Don't make it sound out of place. Really, you know, bring in some elements from the intro, bring it in. If you add, like, if you have chords during the drop, make sure the chords are in, like, progression with whatever chord progression you already have. Maybe at the end of each 4 bars or so, bring in the lead, and then just, you know, make some cool basses and lay it out however you want. Are you continuing from last stream? Yes, I am. And I forgot that I'm in triplets here. So I have to go down to 6. And remake this. It's okay though, because it doesn't take too long. That sounds cool. There's still weird frequencies right there that need to be maybe compressed a bit. Or just I think what I'm going to do is, before the sound goodizer, put some vocodecs on it, like as suggested, except I'm going to just put it to like halfway at the end, so I'm not getting the full vocodecs thing. Use the macro as the amp source. I think that's what it's called on the that glitch modulation. No, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. It's a little bit easier. Your email. Can I have your email? I'll send you an audio file of my new drop. Use pitch bends and a vocoder. That's all, and tell me how you like it. You can, if you want to contact me, you can DM me through SoundCloud. SoundCloud page is linked on my channel art up there. Alright, sounding like crap so far. Don't crash, please. Okay. Whew. I thought it was going to crash. Use some gun sounds. I can do that. When you make Growl, should you always use that vocoder? When I use a vocoder, I use vocodecs. I don't always use like a vocoder for my growls. It doesn't always need it. This one I feel I could just use a little bit of it. Sounds like frog bass. Yeah, it kind of does a bit. That sounds really dope. However, in moderation. So that's why I'm gonna do. That's why I'm gonna do one of these. So I'm gonna get this to sound as good. Do you know what Mars mean? Nah, I like the time variables the way they were. Alright. I'm not a master with Vocodex. I can't say exactly what I'm doing because I don't know too much about exactly what I'm doing. I'm just messing around with things that I know make a difference and seeing what happens. You make a tutorial on making melodies. I might. I don't know. I'm not too great at making melodies, but... And an audio file I did not upload yet. Oh, okay. So, yeah, you can email me at rubiksedm@yahoo.com. That's no caps or and anything like that. It's all one thing. Well, that's special. What's up, man? Alright, and I think the last thing to do would be to go into Maximus, because this low end, especially with Vocodex, it gets muddy and kind of weird, so it needs some compression. Any future plans on Rubik's? I'm just not any songs that are going to be released soon, except for the one that I've already previewed on the stream a few times. I'm just looking for promotion. What do you use to EQing? What do you use to EQing for the bass? It depends, like sub bass, just the high pass. I don't know, for each bass, like bass sound, it's different. I could really use some help with my EQing. EQing it's a pretty simple thing. Like there isn't a ton. I'm just seeing. Oh yeah, I have it soloed, but I was just seeing that there was a huge peak, so I was just trying to even out the overall spectrum. My eyes are watering. Why are my eyes watering? Yeah, you see it has a big peak right there, so what I'm gonna do... is just do one of those. Do a little multi-band compression. Okay, for right now that sounds good. I might listen to it later and then hate it as much as the other Growl. However, I feel it like it sounds a little better than the other one. So and then why do you use 2 EQs for the Growl? Because I'm doing, it's all like in order. You see I have an EQ at the beginning, which is basically just lowering it down before it's going into the multi-band compression, and then raising the mids as it's going into the multi-band compression, so you get like a slightly stronger sound. And then after Vocodex and all this weird stuff is going on, because Vocodex really does mess up the EQing, and so does Sound Goodizer. So I put on the EQ for a final tune. It's all like in order of where you put it, because if I put... Okay, I messed things up. If I put like the vocodecs at the very beginning or at the very end, it'd make it sound different because of in order of what the string of post-processing is. So that's why someone would have multiple EQs to do that, unless you're using one as like a filter. The best thing on music, no rules. Yeah, for real, man. So you kind of do what you think sounds cool. Yeah, a lot of times I'll just sit down and do stuff that I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm getting out of it. I'm just doing weird stuff to see what happens, and I'm just, I just mess around, and normally the stuff that comes out isn't that useful. I mean, I learned that it wasn't that useful to do that one thing, but sometimes I'll get some really cool stuff out of it. Have you already heard the slow all-star B2B set? No, I haven't. I don't know what that is. Alright, so that sounds fine for now. Why is the sub panned all the way to the right? Oh, it's not. That's the pan knob for the sub is up here. This is the stereo knob. This adds more stereo, and this makes it completely mono. So I'm just making sure all the sub is completely mono. So there aren't any weird stuff on the outside. It's the Osla Ultra set in 2017. I don't really follow Osla that closely. Is there a specific pattern of post-processing? It really depends on what you're making. There isn't really a way to define it. It's just making your sound just better in post. It's kind of self-explanatory. Ghastly, Joyride, Jaws, Slink. What is your way of sidechaining? Can you explain what it does and which instrument is a must for them? You heard the vocals don't need to be sidechained. When I do use vocals, I sidechain them a little bit. Not nearly as much. I don't duck it down all the way to low volume. I just do a little bit of sidechaining to add more dynamics. As far as how I sidechain, you can check out my sidechaining tutorial, which is a tutorial in itself, which is that I made forever ago, which is still on, just up on my channel, so you can look at that. As far as what things need to be sidechained, basically everything, really. Everything, in my opinion, should be sidechained to the kick and the snare, except for effects that, for the things like the vocals and stuff, everything should be a little bit. There are some things that I'm not sidechaining, just because they only happen, like this right here is not getting sidechained, this vocal, because it's not happening when the kick and the snare happen. They're just short little things here and there. I'm not sidechaining the toms, because the toms aren't happening when the kick and the snare are happening. I'm not putting toms over the kick and the snare, because I know that would sound weird, so I'm not sidechaining that. However, basically everything should get at least a little bit of sidechaining. I mean, in this situation, I'm using stuff like this. Which, this is getting sidechained, and I'm pretty sure this is also getting sidechained a bit, just not nearly as much as the ARP and everything else. So it's just different. Ring modulation bass. Yeah, I've done stuff with ring modulation in Serum, but I gotta get working here. So. I'm thinking what I might do. I'm trying to make things interesting. Yeah, I think I have an idea which could be interesting. I'm gonna see if it's gonna be too repetitive or not. I want to take this right here and put it here. Let me cut this part out. And do one of these, maybe bringing back the beginning part so it isn't like a completely new thing. Where did... So it go like that. Love the way your CPU... Yeah. Yeah, it's way up there. At least there aren't that many underruns. Where did I learn sound design? I taught myself. Thanks, man. So... And then I'll do other things there, but then I can, like, repeat this sort of thing. In this part, I'm going to change it around. Like, I'm going to make changes. But then I can put this here and take this upward slide. If it'll let me select it. No, I have to zoom in. There we go. And put it right here. So we get some kind of connection between the first half of the drop and the second half of the drop. Kind of like spaghetti. It kind of does a bit. Hello. How many people? 14 people. That's cool. Let's see. And then I'll put something cool there. It's only 20 seconds long. If you want me to check something out, you can direct message me on SoundCloud. SoundCloud link, if it's a song or a video or something like that, you can just send me the link. I can check it after the stream. Oh yeah, I made a drum fill, didn't I? That's interesting. Alright. What is this automation? Glitch 2. I don't know what that... Oh, that's probably doing stuff for the vocals. So... Now I'm going to make this unique, and I'm going to add stuff in here. And I think I might add the bass, that growl bass that we just made. Let's see, what notes are in this chord? We got a C, we got an E, and we got a G. I might leave that there. Oh, I just remembered. Did I forget to add sub bass under this part? No, it's still there. Okay, cool. So back to this one. What? Okay. It's cool how that thing like phases and changes. I don't think I want it to be just like an E. That's cool. Alright. Do you watch anime? No, I don't really watch anime. You're not liking Dubstep Gutter's latest stuff? Yeah. I'm subscribed to him, obviously. Like, I think the stuff that he's uploading now is cool. I mean, it's not that memorable, but it's it's decent. There have been better uploads by him, but it's all a matter of opinion. Yeah, that kind of does the dun 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 kind of feel. So I look like an emo. I'm not an emo. I just decided to grow my hair out longer. What pattern should I use? They're like the same, except one has phase randomness turned off. No, this one just has unison. It's the same. Dye my hair hot pink. Jeez. Hot pink hair at 50,000 subscribers. How about that? That I can deal with. Because I never have to dye my hair pink. Oh, man. Yeah, I would look like a future bass producer. Massive 5? I don't have a massive 5. Oh, I do. Can I show you how I made it? This is the patch. Like, I made it in, I believe, the second one. I'm using this performer. It's not a very hard sound. It's just a wavetable with like a comb filter, and I'm doing some distortion and like dimension expanding and things. It's not that complicated of a patch. Just trying to view my sounds in the inventory here. So that's used as a layer for this. I need to see what sounds are used around it, because I'm just kind of like, it feels like I just used all of these sounds. I know it sounds out of place because it doesn't have sub bass, but I'm gonna put some sub in there. Actually, I can use this. I can use that sound. Although I'm probably gonna have to do pitch bend. Yeah, it doesn't have anything in it. Which do you prefer, massives or serum, and why? I definitely prefer serum. Not that massive is bad. I just prefer serum a lot better because there's a lot more you can do with it, in my opinion, and it makes it's a lot easier to learn and to teach in serum. There's just a lot more available you can do stuff, like available things you can do for like, you know, wavetables. You can import your own wavetables, make your own. You can like buy more. It just seems to have a much broader range of things you can do. And then I'm going to do like a big pitch fall, I think. Yeah, and of course I'm going to layer it with this one, so copy, paste, that would be the right. I think it was an octave lower. Let me check right here. Because I can't get it to there. Here. Yeah, it was definitely an octave lower. So to continue that, I'm going to pitch these. What just happened? There we go. A sharp, I believe, would be a good one. Of course, I have to pitch both of them down for it to sound right. It does have a pitch fall, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, why did I not put a thing there? Should have put a thing there. Oh yeah, 3x oscillator is much better. Like, man, Serum only has 2 oscillators. 3x oscillator is definitely better than Serum. Let's see. Stack the layers. I'm listening on speakers. Yeah, that'll probably be more in the fine-tuning, mixing, and mastering process. Yeah, really, I think almost at 2,000. I think that's when I might wrap this project up, because I'm just finishing this drop to where I'm decently happy with it. Alright, now for sub. Didn't mean to do that. So here's the thing. Do I want to make the sub drop down with the other pitch? Because it's not... how necessary is it? I suppose I should, just to be professional here. Even if I just went like this to do just the general falling sensation. I don't know how much it matters though. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Why did I click off that? I am not done adding sub bass. That is, yeah. Oh, I didn't even add stuff there. The awkward, wow, cool. What? I can't do dubstep, but I did a melodic dubstep. That's dubstep. I'm confused. Okay. I don't know what's going on. So, I suppose if I took the sub bass, just it not being there for that 1 second will help the second part hit just a little bit harder. Melodic dubstep is more future bassy. Depends on how you do it. I'm okay with that for right now. I'll probably come back to that later. I'm saying that for so much stuff right now. but that's what I'm gonna do. I prefer stupid rhythm. By the way, what got you into dubstep? Any favorites, recommendations? See you later, man. The first song that I ever heard that got me into dubstep was the Skrillex remix of Cinema. I thought that was incredible. And as far as recommendations, like recommending artists, Virtual Riot's my favorite artist. Phase 1 is extremely good. Like, basically everyone on Disciple. Except I don't really like Dodge and Fusky. I don't know why. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I think that's might be when I'm going to be wrapping this drop up. Percussion with the iron sound. I don't know. Yeah. Virtual Riot's... Virtual Riot will always be my favorite artist, I think. I keep just playing this over and over. I need to do stuff, so make unique. I listen to Panda Eyes. Panda Eyes is pretty good. So, let's see. I think this sound right here I want to get rid of as well and replace with a different one. Perhaps this one. Actually, maybe not. Oh, fits the flow. I'm just trying to think of ways to make it different. Yeah, I think I might switch it from this to this one. There's a bit of a delay on that. That worked out pretty well. Okay. A Knife Party drop. Knife Party's doing house music now. Sorry, I don't make house. Okay, which also means I'd have to make this unique. So I love the make unique feature. I use it. It's so helpful. And again, let's delete that and replace with right here. Sounds out of place. Yeah, I messed something up. Something went wrong. So that was pattern 6. Oh yeah, I was just way down there. Let's see, on pattern 5, what note was that? That was an E, so I just left it at E. So on pattern 6... Yeah, I've been getting into Trample lately. He's pretty good. Yeah, alright. So let's see, did that mix things up? Let's just listen to this part. Alright, that sounds pretty okay, except this part here, I need to change the... The high end isn't crisp enough. I think what needs to happen... Excuse me? Okay, there you go. I don't know exactly what those do, but let's see if that helped. A little bit. And then I think I'll throw in that, or maybe I'll just do a straight up, maybe I'll just put that whoa bass and then just hold it and do a pitch bend. I don't know, how far do I have to get out of the way? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do from here is do like a weird pitch bend thing with that. Let's see. Batsy is really good. He has good rhythm. So then I'll just set this to 6 should be enough. I don't know that I'll go that low, but first of all, select where I want. Okay, it's selected. So I don't create an automation clip over the whole freaking project. There we go. And extend it. Copy this value. Paste. Don't delete that. Okay. See if we can edit that automation. Stabby released a song 20 minutes ago. I should listen to that, man. Let's see. Okay, it's cutting out. I don't know why it's cutting out. I don't want it to cut out. I guess. I mean, I want it to cut out, but it felt like it was cutting out too early. Are y'all getting that? Is it cutting out too early? It seems like it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, there's something. I don't know why it sounds like it's cutting out too early. Let's see, it's already on. No. Go to third. Maybe. Yeah. That seems to be a little bit better. Yeah, I checked inside Serum, like it's... Oh, that. Well, I mean, I guess that isn't cutting out the volume, though. It was like cutting out in volume. Well, either way, it sounds a little better now, so... So I don't know if I want that snare there. I thought I'd just delete the snare. Alright, now comes what do I want to put there? What do I want to put right here? I suppose... The drum loop I feel like would get a little too repetitive. However, I could just do that first hit where it's like poof. Like, I don't know why I just made that sound as the drum hit. It's like poof. Like, I don't know. Yeah, kind of like as just an impact. I prefer FL just because of the way it's organized. Like, I'm not gonna say one DAW is better than another because it's not. It's just the tools. It's just different tools to do the same kind of thing. Then I could do like a vocal, like I did the vocal thing here. I could try to find a vocal. Do I have any good ones? Oh, I could do this.
Please cut the ringing. It sounds kind of like
And then I could go into the drop. That'd be hilarious, man. In fact, I want to try that. It's not the same key, I don't think. But I just want to try it out.
Please cut the ring.
Well, I just moved some stuff. What happened? I'm gonna have to undo, yeah. And then move that there. Yeah, I don't want the impact to be that strong. I just want it to be subtle.
Please cut.
Oh yeah, it's still got this going on. I gotta do one of these just for now.
Please cut the ringing. It sounds kind of like a.
Oh, that's great. All right. Let me see. That's way too loud, but it needs to be like it's not in key. It doesn't end right on key, but that's just funny, man. So let's cut it. I got a SoundCloud. Yes, I do. It's linked in my channel art. Let's see.
Please cut the ringing. It sounds kind of like a.
It's funny. I just wish it was like I'd have to do pitching and stuff for it to be in key, because I don't even know what key this is in. Let's see.
Please cut the ringing. It sounds kind of like a.
Yeah, it's in G sharp, and that's not even close to E. So, funny idea. Might use it later, but for right now, no. There we go. Going back to what we were doing before, trying to find a vocal for this. I could do that, but I mean, I was thinking. I wanted to do something there. It's a little long too. Using this scream with the go ham. A scream? I have a scream. Let me see if I can, like that scream right there. I don't know if like that scream. I wanted something like I wanted something kind of warm up style where he's like what does he say? I completely forgot. It's okay, let's try something different. Something along that style where there isn't a ton of hype in it. It's just, or it's like that Spaghetti remix of Horizon where it's just like, now that we're increasing production, something I want to show you, and then goes into the second part of the drop. I wanted something like that. I don't know if I have much of that though. That's these are terrible. Laughs and screams, what that is. Let's see. Oh no, these are like unprocessed. What do I want? Sankus? Does Sankus have any good?
Alright, I'm going to get on dubstep. Electro. Fire. What? Okay. Rhythm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It's not in 3-beat though. Use the sample from warm-ups. I mean, I could try it. I don't think I'm going to keep it in there. Something similar. Yeah, I love that song, but Shock 1 and Virtual Rise Showdown. Yeah, I mean, this is like the end of the drop kind of thing, so we got to have something to wrap it up. Let me just see what I have in my random crap. I'm gonna try that and then get just the end part of this drum fill. It's not in key, so it needs to be in key. What key is this in? Hello. It's right in between D and D sharp, so it needs some pitching around. I don't know the best way to make this work. I guess just have a you play an E? Yeah, it's an E. Dang it. This is probably the most inefficient way to do this. Dang it, I keep pressing that. There we go, it's tuned. And it's way too quiet. I'm gonna keep that and maybe just leave it as a layer if I do anything. Do anything else? Alright. Let's see. Yeah, that would have made it easier. I just did it the long way. Like, I could glitch it up or something. That would work. That could work pretty well. Well, it doesn't last very long. It kind of cuts out. It just, even though it does like start over and the pitch starts, it just makes it sound a little more full. Alright, so... Well, I guess if I chop it up, then I can make it last a little longer. If I were to, like, make a bunch of cuts. So let me just try that. Let me go into 6-step. So it's really tight. Let me see. And actually maybe not 6-step, perhaps just 3rd step. Is that cut even right? Yeah, that's right. All right. And I'll just add like a gate. I don't know, I guess there's just a little bit going on there. I don't even know if that sounds good. No, that sounds terrible. Alright. Fail. Let's try this again. It only has to just go 3 times. So I could just use this one over again and it would be fine. If we cut this into thirds like so. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did that right. And then cut it. Except not that much. Yeah, like that. Just adds a little more flair. I kind of dig that. I kind of dig that. So right now, let me just have, how long have I been streaming? An hour and 15 minutes. Okay. Let me just have a listen to see what is going on right now. Okay with what's going on right here. What's going on right now? It's pretty okay. I can't think of anything specifically. That the air horn blended air horn went pretty well. Like that turned out a lot better than I thought it would when I originally threw in the sample. It just kind of wraps it up pretty well. So, alright. I think I might leave this stream here and I will figure out what else I'm going to do with it later. The drop seems to be pretty much wrapped up right now. I might add like small changes, but nothing drastic. I'm not going to change anything drastic. Might just be like switching a little bit here and there, maybe just, you know, different stuff. Overall, it sounds... I'm pretty okay with that. Alright, so I'm just going to use what I just played right there to be the final bit, so I can just say I played through everything. And if you didn't hear it, I'm sorry, the stream's ending. You can watch it in the YouTube video because it's going up on YouTube. Let's see. Alright. Let me save this. So, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for coming, everyone on the stream, for everyone watching on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.